Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Bumpy Trot Blockers Championship? No. Sorry, that's not right. This is Lost Odyssey, and I'm the Search JG. Um, we're playing tag with cat girls, which sounds like some kind of weird kinky shit, but actually isn't. Yeah, this isn't some weird anime game. Come on, why would you think that the Japanese RPG might have weird anime elements? Why's it got to be a white square, Numata? Even their cat is a white cat. Oh, never mind. She's not here anymore. She's up this way. Go west past the cross. What cross? I mean, there's a crossing. Cross-shaped intersection. That's a pretty strange folks out in the street. Yeah, I think we did see this before. Oh, here's a door. Let's look at this first. I'm tired of it. He was the one who suggested going on the gondola for our date, but just how long does he expect me to wait? Okay. Uh-oh, there's a dream coming up. That might be how we finish this video. Want to play with me again? Sure. Let's play hide and seek this time. I got the perfect hiding place. You want a hint? Well, it's a key. She is stood up Menor. I don't know how I get to that treasure chest over there without getting rid of you. Anyway. This door leads to Artist's Salon. Which, I guess we're not supposed to come in here yet, so okay, I'll come to it later. This should be a seed, okay. Oh, this is going to trigger a scene. Here we go. Starry-eyed Ignatz. Hey, it's Ignat and When I grow up, I'm going to be a mercenary. Why? Well, come on, aren't they just so cool? My mom says I gotta help out in the shop, but don't forget about that. Yeah, don't forget about that. That was her. If I was a mercenary, I'd be a million times more famous than a soldier. All the nations in the world would want me on their side. I'd be so awesome. Kane recalls a memory that was locked deeper than his heart. You and your third dimension. What about it? Oh, nothing. It's cute. We have 5,000. 5,000 dimensions. Don't question it. Sorry, okay. The ramparts will fall to the enemy. It is just a matter of time. They will mount an attack at dawn. The main body of the Allied forces has already drawn far back from the front. Only the mercenaries are left behind the barricade. Their orders, defend it to the death. These men who have gone from battlefield to battlefield know exactly what that means. I'm talking to mercenary! I don't really do a good Yeah, it doesn't really have as distinct of a voice. They just left us here to die, chuckles the one called Toma, in darkness too thick for a person to make out his own hand. I guess Toma can talk like this. Like, They want us to buy time so the main force can be pulled further back. We're supposed to be their shield, performing a final service to our employers. His dry, papery laugh shakes the darkness. Kime says nothing in reply. Other mercenaries must be gathered there around them in the blackness, but all keep their thoughts to themselves. The Ignignot voice will add a lot of minutes to this story. Mercenaries have nothing to say to each other on the battlefield. They might be on opposite sides in the next battle, at a time like this especially, when they have to defend the barricade against the enemy's withering attack. They can't spare the time even to look at each other's faces. Kaim knows nothing about this fighter called Toma. His voice sounds young. He probably has very little experience as a mercenary. If a man grows talkative in the face of death, it means that deep down somewhere he has a weakness that prevents him from becoming a true soldier. Thank you, guys who wrote this game. A mercenary, like I guess they're thinking about Hudson from Aliens, maybe. Is that even his name? Game over, man. A mercenary with even a hint of such weakness can never cheat death and live to see another day. It is the law of the battlefield, and a man like Toma will only learn that law in the moments before he loses his life. This game is just full of cheer.
We're done for. We'll all be dead in the morning. We'll never have that silent homecoming they're all talking about, man. I can't stand it. Just can't stand it.
In the darkness, no voices rise to second these sentiments. It's too late for talk like this. The day they chose the mercenaries' path was when they should have resigned themselves to death. They sell their lives for a little money. They prolong their lives a day at a time by taking the lives of one enemy after another. That's what a mercenary is, nothing more, nothing less. And I'm beginning to realize that Ignignot talks a little bit like a Criswell.
Hey, can anybody hear me? How many of us are there? We're all gonna die together. We'll just be one line of corpses in the morning. Don't shut up. Now answer me.
No one says anything. Instead of voices, the silent darkness begins to fill with a tangible sense of knowing. Wordlessly to gather on the battlefield, wordlessly to fight the enemy, and just as wordlessly to die. That is the rule of the mercenary, the aesthetic of the mercenary, if such an expression may be permitted. But Toma has taken it upon himself to abandon that aesthetic.
I never knew it was hopeless from the start. I mean, I did know. Headquarters didn't know what they were doing. There was no way a strategy like that could work. You know what I'm talking about, don't you guys? We had to lose. It's a total mess. I wish to tell hell I joined the other side. Then we could have gotten a mountain of cash for winning. We could have drunk ourselves blind. We could have had all the women we wanted. I could have gone the other way, either this way or that way, or picked the wrong side to fight on.
Hey, you! An older voice booms out of the darkness, an angry voice. Man, maybe it could be Meatwad.
Hey, you. Yeah, what?
Answers Toma, his voice more vibrant now at having at last found someone willing to talk to him. As if to crush his momentary enthusiasm, the other man goes on.
How about shutting up for a while? If you really want to run off at the mouth that much, I can send you to the next world a step ahead of the rest of us. I'm sorry.
Instantly dejected. I forgot to switch to Ignignot for the brief bit of dialogue before. Toma falls silent and the darkness grows still again. The stillness is charged, however, with a deep tension. Far deeper even than before Toma started talking. Yeah, it's everybody waiting for the dumb shit who won't shut up to start talking again. I've been in that situation where there's somebody who won't shut up and finally somebody gets them to shut up and everyone just waits for that person to crack and need to start talking again. The veteran warriors know. Watch out for talkative men. Being talkative means trusting in words. Trusting too much in words. Words are useless on the battlefield. Well, I mean, they can be handy for communicating information and coordinating attacks, but you take up your weapon in silence. You steel yourself in silence. You fight in silence. You kill the enemy, or he kills you. In silence. Are you sure that this isn't like something that was told to you by a mercenary who happened to be deaf? All the mercenaries here have lived this way. All but the talkative one. A soldier who clings too desperately to words may cling just as desperately to something else. To the sweet trap of betrayal, for example, or the seduction or desertion under fire, Oh, the lure of madness. Yeah, the quiet guy in the corner is never the one who it turns out is a traitor. The one who never said anything to anybody, he's never going to be the one who betrays. Kime has often seen pitiful mercenaries who, unable to endure the terror of being surrounded by the enemy, go berserk and attack them from their own side. Kime has often seen this. Kime has often seen all the most terrible things you can imagine. Kime's life sucks ass. Will trauma prove to be another such case? The possibility is great, and no doubt the other men are thinking the same thing too. In the stillness, they turn the same gazes towards Toma that they reserve for confrontations with the enemy, looking for any signs of change in his demeanor. The moment they perceive the slightest threat in him, a blade will soundlessly pierce the left side of his chest. Let this be a lesson. Never talk. Ever. The silence continues, except that this story won't shut up. Not even the usual all-night cries of insects can be heard tonight as they were last night, because the insects who were making noises have been murdered by the silent insects before the noisy insects could betray them. Perhaps the insects knew enough to clear out in advance of the enemy's dawn attack. The thought reminds Kime that he saw no birds in the area yesterday either. All because of the windmills. The windmills were giving the birds cancer. Although animals came to snatch food when the men first built this fortification, there has been no sign of them for several days now. Animals have mysterious powers of foreknowledge that humans have lost. This becomes painfully obvious from any visit to a battlefield. Only those who have been to the battlefield know that animals have foreknowledge, and that people who talk are always traitors. Can you prove it didn't happen? There can be little doubt that the animals have turned their backs on this barricade. Right about now, in some distant forest, a huge flock of blackbirds may be taking wing in search of human corpses to strip of their flesh. They may be.
It's feast time, boys! Ah!
They already know somehow. I'm serious. This is actually happening in the story. Ravens are talking to each other about how it's feast time, boys. This is really happening in a story that you are being obligated to listen to as part of this video game. They already know somehow. Once the sun is fully up, the battle will be over. If they don't get here first, they'll lose their feast to a flock from another forest. The black bodies hidden against the night sky. Those birds now probably flying for all they're worth. Suddenly, the ravens turn on the raven that said it's feast time, boys, because they know that ravens who start talking are traitors. A voice in the night, Toma's voice, weeping.
Listen, you guys. I don't know how many of you are out there, but we're all gonna die in the morning, or most of us. Maybe one or two of us will live to escape no more. Think about it. Those are lousy odds. You've all been through this before. You're veterans, war heroes. You're probably not scared, but even so, even if you're not scared, don't you think this is stupid? Nah, tell me. You've been through a lot more battles than I have, so tell me. What the hell are we doing here for? We don't hate the enemy. We don't know the leaders on our side, anything. We've got to kill the enemy and follow our leader's orders, and we're still going to end up dead. Tell me, you guys, why do you think it's pointless? Don't you think it's stupid?
The only response to Toma is the impatient click of a tongue in the darkness, followed by somebody else's sigh of annoyance.
I can't take it any longer, Sis Toma. I hate this.
And now he is sobbing, sobbing like a little girl whose chest has not reached the full swelling of womanhood.
All I wanted was some money and maybe something better to eat or maybe nicer clothes. I would have been happy with that. What a mistake I made, taking work like this. I should have never done it.
Kime keeps all his senses open for movement in the night. Aside from himself and Toma, 5 other soldiers are crouching down in the darkness. Not bad. All are experienced warriors. They would not have been able to put up with Toma's whining otherwise. If they let themselves get angry and started shouting at him, or grabbing him by the throat or wailing away at him, they would just end up consuming their strength and energy before the work started at dawn. If this is an assemblage of men who know how to keep their silence, the chances for life, in quotes, are that much greater. But we all know life is a terrible lie, and that everything is about pointless darkness and badness. Even opening your eyes as you walk outside from being indoors will likely make your eyes get melted by the sunlight. Anyway, the weeping man does not become too great a burden on the rest of them. Assuming, that is, that happens. Still sobbing, Toma continues to curse his fate. Suddenly something is different. Something stirs in the silence. This could be bad, Kime thinks, sharpening his attentiveness still more. Although he's immortal and shouldn't actually be afraid at all. Although he doesn't seem to be immortal when we're fighting monsters. I guess he's got some kind of immortality where he doesn't die of like a disease or old age. When dawn breaks, Toma will get in our way. Because of him, the possibility for life will wither. The mercenaries know that, and because they know it, they might do whatever it takes for them to secure for themselves even the slightest added chance to live. I had this weird notion that we might have a pleasant or fun memory in the happy town of Numata, which is happy because it's got like clean white streets with blue as the secondary color. I don't know.
I don't want to die here. I tell you, no, you're not now. I'm not like a worthless dog. You guys feel the same way, don't you?
Moonlight shines down from a rift in the clouds. Moonlight comes from the moon, whose culture is far superior to Earth. For a split second, Toma's tear-stained face appears in the darkness. He is even younger than Kime imagined from the sound of his voice. He is practically a boy. He's basically a little girl. The clouds hide the moon again, and thick black darkness enfolds everything once more. A dull light stirs in the depth of the darkness. Without a word, Kime darts, wind-like, towards it. He was able to gauge the distance between himself and Toma during the flash of moonlight. Kime grabs Toma's arm. Something hard falls to the ground. The dull light flashes again, this time at their feet, and melts again into the darkness. A knife. Driven by the fear of death, Toma was trying to slit his own throat. Toma twists away and tries to free his arm from Kime's grasp, but Kime chops him in the solar plexus. Without uttering a word, Toma passes out. The end. With Toma slung across his back, Kime strides through the darkness. Eventually, Toma wakes and thrashes his legs to get loose.
Stop it! Let me go!
Kime lowers him to the ground. Every once in a while...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Every once in a while, the moon comes out. Check your direction when that happens. Go straight towards the setting moon, Kime says gently.
What the hell are you talking about?
It is the only way you can get out of here. Kime has chosen the thinnest part of the enemy's encirclement. Of course, there's no guarantee that getting through here will save him. From now on, Toma will have to believe in his own luck and abilities.
Are you coming too?
Toma asks. No, I'm going back. You escape alone.
Why? You come too. Let's both escape. Come with me. You even sound vaguely like her.
Toma clings to Kime's arm as he pleads with him, but Kime gives him a hard slap on the cheek. The flesh of that cheek is too soft to belong to a veteran warrior. It is the flesh of a boy, a kid, a little girl. You go alone.
But why?
To live, that's why.
What about you? You want to live too, don't you? You should run away with me. We should go steal a stereo and get high. You don't want to die, do you?
Want to live? No. Kime has no great desire to live. He's so deep. He lives because there's nothing else he can do. He lives because he has to. Toma is far too young. His own burdens of life far too fragile for him to know the pain of such a life. The pain. We live to fight. That's what mercenaries do.
But
get the hell out of here. You're ruining it for the rest of us. It's so fucking great, man.
You guys will never win this battle, so why not run away?
It's our job to fight. With that, Kime turns on his heels and starts back the way they came. Thomas stands there watching Kime move away, and not a moment later, he himself darts into the western forest. To fight or to flee, Kime cannot know which holds out the greater promise for life. He also believes it is better not to know. Except, I hope you make it, boy, he mutters, walking on. Wow, I didn't know that Kime was being racially condescending to this character whose ethnic group we don't know. Sorry, maybe it's one of those cat people on the Eastern... No, he would have called them pussy, wouldn't he? I'm sorry, I'm making my own entertainment in this. The eastern sky is beginning to brighten little by little. Soon the enemy's all-out attack will begin, and the text will be really hard to read over the chosen background. From the western forest, a few birds take to the air. Some of them make noise as they fly and are murdered by the ones who can fly silently, because birds that fly loudly are traitors. Perhaps it means that a small-scale battle has started in the silence, or that the poor young mercenary has been felled with his back to the enemy. Kime does not look back, or break his stride. He feels certain he has seen that talkative mercenary before. Before the war broke out, the boy was selling fruit in the market along the highway. He was a good boy, took good care of his mother, the women of the market were saying. Live a long, full life, Kime wishes for the boy, as he himself walks on, glaring at the lightening eastern sky. Be a good boy, and maybe you will have your own children while walking endlessly against wind in some valley that may have been before or after these events. End. Okay. I thought you were going to bring on that memory somehow. Know it all, Aokas. No one's giving you any trouble on the streets after what the Queen said, have they? Yeah, I wouldn't think so. They'd be getting fucked up if they mess with the Queen. Nobody would ever mess with the Queen, except, of course, that she's about to be overthrown by the evil general. Alright, so... Are we going to have to go into the artist salon? I'm just checking ahead now. Yeah, eventually we do. Try to follow these directions closely so we don't miss anything. Alright, the talkative mercenary dream. Okay, so we got Nin's Boutique ahead. Oh, we got a couple of key seeds. And, oh, the dog Moo is over here. Alright, well.
Yeah, back in the day, there was no one stronger than Queen Ming in magic energy.
Shopping the street and taking a rest by the fountain when you get tired. That's the everyday reality for the people of Numara. There's nothing to see around here. Get lost. Yeah, the soldiers are always jerks. In this game. I don't think they want us to like the soldiers. Quick seed count. 14, and that seems right. This must be the dog the kid in front of the palace is looking for. I guess, for reasons. Oh, hey, guess it's going back to its master by itself. Well, there you go. Our indication that we, in fact, did enough on that quest. Oh. Alright, I guess we see that chest in the background and we go all the way around here to get to it. Because I think that's the lady who was waiting for her boyfriend. Oh, no, wait, that's that chest over there. Slot seed, okay. Can't hop over there. Alright, well, I did say we were going to start holding on to slot seeds. Could be that's a dumb move. Especially if Ming eventually joins the party and already has as many slots as our other characters. Even with their many, many slot seeds. So I'm going up against the explicit directions of Split Infinity here, but I think we will... I don't want to call it a video anyway. Wait, is that a save spot up there? Oh. I can't tell if that means there's a save in there or not. But let's go back to the first screen because it has a save spot and I can call it a video. And while we're over there at that first screen, that'll be our opportunity to... even though, again, this is going against the will of Split Infinity. It is a grave risk to take. I think if we come up here, we can find out what that little girl says because you found her dog. Oh, yeah, I do. It's Labor Day holiday as I record this. Man, I need me a nap. Thank you for finding a move for me. Here, he told me that he's the reason you're the reason he returned. Here, you can have this. Thanks again. Here, Moo, you can say thanks to... Oof. 3 Kello oils obtained. That... What do you say, the nice man? Oh, now this cat has jumped down. Is that significant somehow? Oh, never mind. The cat just hops right back up. Starting to wonder if we're actually supposed to climb that thing there. Alright. Ending the video just a little bit early, but again, we've had a bunch of long ones in this series, so it all works out good. When we come back next time, we're still just kind of exploring. Got a good bit of exploring up here, and then I'm going to stop trying to talk while yawning. All that will happen, and nothing else, in the next video. Thank you for watching.